the book of Psalm, chapter 64, verses 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the speckled bird. All right, I'd like to say shalom to you. OpenAI. All right. Man, let's get this article. First thing in the morning, man. All right. First thing in the morning. I'm trying to keep this article at just like 100 ads keep popping up, man. September 5th, 12:46 in the morning by Cheryl Schiff. It says, OpenAI taps Broadcom AVGO to build its own AI chips. Now, you know about OpenAI and Palantir and all these other things. Basically, where this world is going, okay, where all this technology is going is in those chips. And guess where the chip is going? Inside of you. So it says artificial intelligence giant OpenAI is going all in on producing and developing its own AI chips next year with support from semiconductor company Broadcom. So developing their own semiconductors. Now you remember a few years ago whenever Biden signed the CHIPS Act. See, the whole thing with China surrounding Taiwan got them chips. All right, basically, and then America's been building its own chip factories here in America. Okay, so there's a lot going on surrounding the chips and the what's going on with these chips, right? That's what we should be looking at. All right. If you follow the chips, you can understand what's about to happen next, right? It says, the news was first reported by the Financial Times, citing people familiar with the matter, the ChatGPT maker, right? OpenAI. So the ChatGPT maker. So they make this open. They made this ChatGPT. So it says plans to use these chips for its internal operations rather than selling them to outside customers. Okay, the hidden hand. Have you noticed that you can't trust this devil? Every time he says one thing, he does it totally different. Just like Trump, when he got in office, he said one thing. He said he wasn't going to go into cryptocurrency, but as soon as he got in office, he started building his legacy off of stablecoin cryptocurrency and stuff, man. He said he wasn't going to do this. He said he wasn't going to go to war. He's going to stop the wars. As soon as he got in, he started doing everything. So just like the scriptures say in Sirach chapter 12, man. Never trust thine enemy. So they can say one thing just to get them in the door, and then after a while, things change up. Hey, those chips will be going inside your body, man. Mandatory. Just like right now in Britain, uh, they're going to mandatorily give everybody digital IDs, right? Mandatory. Let me see something. Let me open up a whole new tab. Britain, mandatory digital ID. Somebody already looked it up. Let's look up Britain. UK is in. Yeah. I know I just came across this information. Mandatory digital IDs considered to crack down on illegal immigration 2 days ago. Mandatory digital IDs considered to crack down on illegal immigration. And if it starts there, it's going to come over here. Sir Keir Starmer has accelerated a range of views of technology that could prove whether job applicants are in the country legally. Mandatory digital IDs. And you know where that's leading. All right, so you got a bunch of stuff happening, man. Let's go back to my article that I had here. And it's full with all types of bullcrap. Just popping up. Yeah, the ChatGPT maker plans to use the chips for its internal operations rather than selling them. It says, rumors about OpenAI's custom chip efforts have been circulating for some time. Back in February, reports suggested OpenAI was seeking to reduce its reliance on chip giant NVIDIA. These things are about to, like, those stocks, NVIDIA, those things are about to skyrocket. All those stocks about the chips and stuff like that, and the technology, they're skyrocketing. All right, but not for long, because the Lord's going to destroy this place. See, I thought you got excited, didn't you? Got excited, huh? No. It says by exploring new suppliers to help develop its first generation of in-house AI processors. So that's right, man. All right, so here's another article. So pretty much all this technology is moving towards those biometric microchipping, right? This is an older article here, but everything is moving towards the chip. It says many years ago, in movies, we used to see sometimes someone have their eyes scanned to enter a vault or put their fingerprint on a pad to open a futuristic door. But these once futuristic biometric technologies have now started to work their way into our everyday lives. Are microchips next? Yeah, they are next. They are next. They've been working on these things for a long time. So the mark of the beast, all right, is here. It's pretty much right around the corner. It's only so long before society, has to be mandatorily given this device, this chip up under their skin. Okay, so human biometric microchipping. Now Apple has even moved past fingerprint identification and opted it for facial recognition. And right now, at different places, they're scanning, like to deliver goods to Gaza and different places like that. They scan their eyes, man. They're scanning their eyes. I don't know if it's to deliver the goods or to get a certain portion of rations. They're already using this technology, man, in different places. All right, and eventually it's going to be inside of their bodies. Okay, and we already know. It says since 2015, roughly 3,000 people in Sweden have had a microchip inserted under their skin. See? So, it says, well, these microchips are small cylinder tubes that are no bigger than the average grain of rice. And they keep on saying that grain of rice, grain of rice, grain of rice, grain of rice, grain of rice. Smaller than, no bigger than a grain of rice. For convenience, the chip is generally implanted with a needle. And what's the needle? That's the Carox. On the back of the hand, in between the thumb and the finger. Let's just go to the scripture, man. Let's just get this scripture real quick. Just real fast. Regard to all. Let's go straight to the scripture. Revelation chapter 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now we got to go straight into this word mark to understand that needle part. A mark, right? Charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. It says the mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. So a stamp and printed mark, imprinted, carved, a stamp on the forehead of the right hand as a badge of the followers of the anti. Okay, so Charagma. This is going to be their stamp. This is what that our temptation is going to bring. Let's go into the root word, which should be grapho, right? Or Carox.
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
Now this is what they're talking about here. It says generally implanted with a needle on the back of the hand between the thumb and the pointer finger. Generally implanted, meaning scratched into, going back to Carox, implanted with a needle. All right. So this is the needle. It says Carox, right? A pale or stake, a palisade, a palisade or rampart. Through the idea of scratching, to sharpen to a point, to sharpen to a point, to sharpen to a point, all right? To a point, to sharpen to a point. Down here it says to sharpen to a point. To sharpen to a point. Yep. So you got it. So also a stake. Think about stakes that you use to build to put your tent up or something like that. Let's go to the root word of that. And it's grapho.
Strong's G 1125. Grapho. Grapho.
Grapho, to write with reference to the form of letters. To write with reference to the contents of writing, to express in written characters, to commit to writing things. This is it right here. To commit to writing things, not to be forgotten. To write down, to record. Record what? Your every thought, your every move, your biometrics, your carbon footprint, how much money you spend, your data. Data is big business. They're already, every single app, every single website that you go to, everything is always collecting your data. Why do you think ChatGTP is getting so smart? These people have access to spy on us, man, at a constant state. Even when we're asleep, they're steady spying on us. So to record things not to be forgotten. All right. And that's pretty much it. To record your data, things not to be forgotten, data. How many times have you went to the hospital? Or how many times have you spent this much, or just tracking every single thing you do? All right, this month you still have $10 of rations, that you can use, that they can scan from your because these stores and stuff are going to shut down. This place is going to shut down, and they're going to bring in this. They're going to bring in this system. This place is going to have a blackout. Something going to happen, but they're going to bring this. They're going to bring this system in, man. CBDCs, digital currencies, digital IDs, and eventually they're going to be putting this inside your body. Anyway, that's just the truth. Hopefully this message was edifying. Shalom.